A scrambler is as scrambler does, and the Triumph Scrambler 400X is every bit a true blue scrambler. It looks the part, rides like one, and it is so much fun to hoon around on it. We had a first taste of the 400X and it turned out to be, well, you're about to find out. Yes, we are reviewing the Triumph Scrambler 400X today. Yes, this is a gorgeous setting. You can listen to this nice stream flowing right below us. And yes, this is one of the prettiest motorcycles to be launched in India this year. We are going to review the Triumph Scrambler 400X and we are very excited and kicked about it. But before we do so, before we tell you everything about the motorcycle, the good, the bad, please do subscribe to the Carandbike YouTube channel in case you haven't already. And yes, do click on that bell notification icon so that you don't miss out on any updates from Carandbike. The Scrambler gets the same 398cc single-cylinder liquid-cooled engine with the same state of tune as its sibling, the Speed 400. The specs are on your screen right now. But if we were to look beyond the spec sheet, the motorcycle has a very likable vibe to it. From the moment you approach the bike and actually sit on it and start riding, it feels welcoming. Ergonomics are spot on with an upright seating position, wide handlebar and neutral foot pegs. The only bother could be the tall seat height at 835mm for shorter riders. Thanks to the longer suspension travel, the 400X offers a sublime ride quality and sails over most undulations with ease. Whether you slow down or take them at reasonable speed, the plush ride combined with the comfy ergonomics means you can ride the bike for long hours with ease. The motorcycle also feels at home when negotiating twisties, and thanks to the wide handlebar, it feels easy to flick the motorcycle from one side to the other. It handles nicely and feels neutral when tipped into corners. The tall stance means it has decent cornering clearance too. The headstock on the bike is longer now as it accounts for longer suspension travel and a steeper rake. If I have to sum up the on-road performance of the Scrambler 400X, I'll take just one word. Actually, two words: entertaining and accessible. Entertaining because the bottom end pull from the bike is really nice. It will help you with off-road situations, and the overall torque curve of the bike is very flat. In fact, Triumph says that up to 80% of torque is available right from 3000 rpm all the way till 9000 rpm. So you'll never be left wanting for more when it comes to performance, and even trying to make the motorcycle go from say 80 kilometers per hour to 120 in the fourth or the fifth gear. There's enough grunt in the motorcycle to do that, and the engine itself is very tractable, very nice and accessible, because the power and torque output of the bike is not going to throw you off or scare you silly. Even if you're somebody who doesn't have much experience riding a performance motorcycle, say up to 400-500cc, you don't need to be scared of the bike because it is that friendly. And if you're a seasoned rider, it will not leave you wanting for more, that's for sure. The one glaring misstep on the bike is the fact that the brakes feel too spongy for a liking. The front brake could have done with stronger bite, and the rear brake feels just too wooden. Now, Triumph says that the bite of the Scrambler 400X was toned down compared to the Speed 400 because it would be ridden off-road as well. But brakes can definitely see some improvement. Triumph claims a fuel efficiency figure of 28 km per litre. Well, that could have been better. The overall range that the bike offers should be around 320 to 350 kilometers. If you're riding a Scrambler motorcycle, we have to talk about the off-road performance. And like I said earlier, it's a Scrambler, it's not a hardcore off-road machine. And by design, the off-road capability is somewhat limited. Yes, it will take on your mild dirt trails with ease all day long. But if you want to do hardcore stuff like jumps and trail attacks and lots of off-road riding over rocks and slush and all, then you might want to consider something else. But as far as the Scrambler 400X is concerned, mild trails not a problem. It is only limited by the fact that the suspension travel at both ends is 150 millimeters. We wish Triumph would have given at least 180 millimeters at both ends. That would have definitely increased the off-road capability of this bike. And the good part is that you can switch off traction control, you can disconnect the ABS to the rear wheel, which means you can slide the motorcycle around. So that's a good thing to have, that's a good feature to have. The design on the Scrambler 400X is inspired by its elder sibling, the Scrambler 1200. The poise, the stance and the overall look and feel is that of a typical Scrambler. And of course, Triumph is the master of the modern classic genre of motorcycles. It stands out on the road and has good presence too. Fit and finish along with the detailing oozes quality in typical Triumph style, and the quality of materials used is good too. It definitely gives you the premium feel as expected from a Triumph motorcycle. The motorcycle and this whole setting, it just fits in perfectly. What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. And talking about the way the motorcycle looks, the whole design of it, it is nice, it is balanced and looks very beautiful. It has this lean, mean look to it, like a Scrambler motorcycle should have. You sit tall, the handlebars are wide, and the overall design of the motorcycle, the grille up front, the knuckle guards, the tall seating, this nice metal plate here with the Scrambler 400X engraving on it, the matte khaki green color, the gold forks, everything just comes together perfectly. Talking about features, the Scrambler 400X gets full LED lighting, a part digital part analog instrument console and a Type-C USB port. It misses out on connectivity though, something that other bikes in the segment get. The other highlight is the fact that the headlight mesh grille, knuckle guards and the aluminium bash plate come as standard equipment. In addition, Triumph also offers 25 plus accessories for the motorcycle. The one thoughtful feature that the bike gets are spring-loaded retractable foot pegs for the rider. In case of a fall, the foot pegs will just fold rather than break, and you feel as confident standing up and riding as you would on regular pegs. The Triumph Scrambler 400X is priced at 2,63,000 rupees ex-showroom Delhi, which is quite attractive. The performance that the bike has to offer, along with the features and the strikingly good looks, it is a proposition that is rather difficult to ignore. In terms of rivals, the Scrambler 400X goes up against the KTM 390 ADV, Royal Enfield Scram 411 and the BMW G310 GS. But its biggest rival is likely to be the Royal Enfield Himalayan 452, which will be launched in a few weeks from now. Our time spent with the Scrambler 400X has led us to believe that this is one of the easiest motorcycles to recommend in the sub 500cc segment. It looks lean, mean and really good. It offers good performance, packs a punch for sure, and it will entertain newbies and seasoned riders alike. Apart from that, it is loaded with decent enough features, and the most important thing, it is priced very attractively, like the Speed 400. So overall, the Triumph Scrambler 400X has decent off-road capability. Yes, it could have been better, and then there's that odd spot of bother in terms of vibrations in the rev range, but overall the motorcycle, it works wonders, and yes, it should be on your consideration list if you're in the market for a Scrambler or an ADV. If you liked the video, if you liked the content on the Triumph Scrambler 400X, please do not forget to share this video with your family and friends, and of course like it as well. Until the next time, please do remember wearing helmets whenever you're riding a two-wheeler. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.